Hi sweeties, welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, my name is Cynthia. If you're a returning viewer, welcome back. I'm delighted to have you. Today's video, we are going to review Young, Famous and African, because why not? I mean, that was a lot of drama, so let's get into it, shall we? But before we get to that, please click that subscribe. Yeah, get your popcorns, anything to get, anything, whatever you like. So let's get started. Let's actually get started. For season, if you see me looking down, I have some notes. I've made some notes. So for season 2, because it's what I'm going to review, and I feel like I'm a little bit late, but it's actually better because it gave us a lot of time. I mean, it gave people a lot of time to watch it, because I'm one of those people who watch something the moment it gets out, and I suppose not a lot of people can manage that. So it's actually better that I'm a little bit late, not to spoil it. So shall we? Hey, for season 2, it starts with when the gang is back. It's Diamond's party, you know, to get everyone together again. And yeah, when everyone is gathered, obviously someone shows up late, and that someone is Swanky. As always, he comes in late, making an entrance, and of course, as someone who is walking in the last, he greets everyone. And to our surprise, guess who he doesn't greet? Annie, his best friend. And everyone was like, woo, wow, whoa, what's happening? And him and Annie, they were like, no, we're not gonna talk about it, blah blah blah. And the drama about food. So when they were not, you know, I guess it was after season 1, they went back to their countries. Annie and Swanky, they were supposed to organize some sort of event together, and for some reason Annie wanted to get Swanky out of the group and organize the event alone. But somehow they were on the same call, and that is Annie, someone from Annie's management, and Swanky, they were on the same call, like a conference call. And Annie, she started saying some really bad stuff about Swanky without knowing that Swanky is on the same call as them. Swanky, after hearing whatever Annie had to say, which apparently was bad, he decided to cut off Annie without telling her anything, without confronting her whatsoever, and he went on with his life. And later he organized the event they were supposed to organize together without Annie knowing. And since it's Swanky, of course he is not gonna he can't go to an event alone. He has to have a +1, like a female best friend. And guess who he went with? He went with Zari. And Zari, we all know that Zari and Annie, they are like enemies. At least from season 1, they were like enemies. And to make the matter worse, Annie, she didn't know about the event or anything. She didn't know, and she got to find out together with everyone when they were posting, and the magazines posting, Swanky, Zari posting. And of course it was a betrayal, like a big one to Annie, and that was what the whole drama was about. On Swanky's side, he had Annie talking, you know, some really bad stuff about him. For Annie, it was, you know, Swanky went behind her back and organized an event, blah blah blah, 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 blah. But they dragged, if I tell you, they dragged the whole drama to the last episode. Anyways, yeah, let's move on to drama number 2. So now let's talk Diamond Platnumz and Zari, the boss lady. So these two, as we all know, they have history together. They go way back together, and they share 2 beautiful kids. We all know that. But it's just that because they're no longer together. But tell me why Diamond, like especially this season, he was playing the police, like trying to, you know, control who Zari sees, who Zari dates, who Zari talks. That was one of the things that pissed me off this season. Like, it doesn't make sense, really. Like, tell me why this man has a whole girlfriend and he is hitting on someone. It really pissed me off, because tell me why this man has a whole girlfriend and he is hitting on some new girl in this season. And when it comes to Zari talking to Adelaide, scandal. It's a scandal. Like, it's okay for Diamond to hit on whatever he hits on, new people, new girls in this show, but when it comes to Zari, no, stop, no, that's way. And talking about stuff that pissed me off, that really pissed me off, let's talk about the amount of time Diamond was saying, oh, the mother of my kids, the mother of my kid, mother of my kid, mother of my kid, mother of my kid, mother of my kids, that mother of my kids. This, like, bro. Yes, we get it, you have kids together, but so what? So what? The woman has a name and it's Zari. Can't you? Anyways, let's move on to drama number 3. So there is a new girl on the show. She's called Fantana. She's a singer, an artist. She's from Ghana, and she's beautiful, thick, and as in booty and all that. So of course Diamond is hitting on her. He invites her to a studio session. They flirt, blah 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 blah, and then they go to what was supposed to be a date. Quoting Fantana's words, a date. But that's not a date, really. Like, that's not really a date. The Coco, like, hooking at a guy's house, especially for what was supposed to be your first date, that's not a date, period. That's not a date, girl. I don't know what you do in Ghana, but that's not a date. That's not a date. So we all know how Diamond moves. So he was trying to, you know, get down to the business, trying to get her upstairs, because they were at the house, at Diamond's house. And he started telling her, started lying to her about how Zari, she's still in love with me. Zari, she wants to have more kids with me. Zari, she can't seem to move on. Whenever I'm with someone, she tries to get in the way, blah 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 blah. And you know, it gets to her, it gets to Fantana, and they start kissing. A kiss which was totally uncalled for, period. That kiss, Moving on, they were at this dinner. I think it was organized by Swanky, and it was Swanky, Zari, this new girl on the show called Bonang, and the new guy on the show called Louis, and Fantana. So they were on that dinner talking, and everyone was warning her, like, please girl, Diamond, he's just a player, he's just an F-boy, blah blah blah. And Fantana was like, oh, excuse me, I'm the player. I'm like that. Like, who Diamond plays who? He's not gonna play me because I'm like that. I just F around too, things attached. And they're like, really? Because girl, the way you were brushing so hard, I was like, girl, you are blushing so hard for someone who wants to F around, who just wants to F around. Like, you clearly want more, because she was too excited. Like, you know how they be organizing stuff, like a dinner, a brunch, a lunch, breakfast, just to talk about, you know, the dramas, whatever is going on. The way Fantana was excited to talk about the so-called date with Diamond, she had with Diamond, I was like, God, you clearly want more. You're just lying to yourself that you don't, that you just want to F around. Remember how Diamond was lying to Fantana, blah blah blah, and Fantana went running with whatever Diamond told him to Zari. She was like, you know, Diamond told me this, Diamond told me that. If I tell you more of what Diamond told me about you, you would faint. And Zari was like, excuse me, what is it that he told you that you think if you told me I would faint? And the fight, they started fighting. Fantana kept picking fights with Zari, and they started fighting. They fighted so bad. I mean, I really like drama when it comes to TV, when it comes to shows. Like, you know, it's more entertaining when there is drama, but it was too much. It was too much, and they were fighting so hard that it was uncomfortable to watch, because they started calling each other names, you know, and it wasn't really I like drama, but no thanks. That was uncalled for. Like, I was like, someone stop them, and it kept getting worse. I'm not gonna repeat whatever names they called each other, because whoa, and they were fighting for a guy. I was like, really? It's not really worthy. I would understand if the guy was, you know, a keeper. If it was another guy, not Diamond, because yes, Diamond has money, Diamond has fame, Diamond blah blah blah, but Diamond is not a keeper. Diamond is not faithful. Diamond is not. I don't know what they were fighting about. I don't know what the fight. It wasn't worth it. It wasn't worth it. If it's about the money, the Fantana and Zari, they are millionaires. They have money. Like, it's not even about the money. So I don't know what the fight was about, because it couldn't make sense. It didn't make any sense. It was just uncomfortable. It was just uncomfortable to watch, because two women putting each other down like that, And while we're still on Fantana, there are two new faces, you know, on the show, and there is this guy called Louis. He's from Namibia, I guess. He does something along with entertainment, so busy. I don't really remember. And there is this new girl. She's from South Africa. She's called Bonang, and she's very big in South Africa and, you know, the nearby countries. I didn't know her before the show, but now I know her. So this guy Louis from Namibia, I said he, you know, he does something along with entertainment, showbiz and events. So he apparently organized an event, and that was years back. He organized an event, and he invited Bonang to make a celebrity appearance, because she's this big star, and she's a TV personality, by the way. So she's this big star. So Louis invites Bonang to come and make a celebrity appearance, and he flies her in the country, and she's in the country. But guess what? Louis, he's the one who invited Bonang, yes? And Louis, he forgot to book Bonang a room, like a hotel room. Like, who does that? But he apologized, like, you know, to his defense. He said he was young, he was just starting, you know, the business, blah blah blah. And this guy Louis, he was at the dinner to apologize. They were at the dinner organized by Swanky, and, you know, they were talking, Louis saying how, you know, he's apologizing, saying, but the whole time the guy Louis was apologizing about how he flew Bonang in the country but forgot to book her a hotel room, and Bonang was saying like how she doesn't remember. Like, the guy is lying. He flew me to a country, I don't remember. The guy is lying. That's not what it's about. Then we are on this dinner with Fantana. I don't know if I said that, but they are together on this dinner with Fantana. And she started, you know, spilling the beans. And Fantana, she started, you know, talking about her date with Diamond. And Louis, he was, you know, he had a crush on Fantana as well. He liked Fantana, and he was like, oh, you hooking up with Diamond? He was like, girl, I don't really want you to be known as Diamond's side chick. I just want you to be known for your music, which makes sense, right? And Bonang, she was sitting across the table, and he was like, excuse me, who are you again? Which made sense as well, in my opinion. In, you know, Bonang's point made sense as well. Bonang, she was saying like, You guy, who are you? Why are you policing, whatever Fantana, who Fantana sleeps with, who Fantana hookups with? What does it have to do with you? What does it have to do with her music? Fantana is good enough to be known for her music, and she can still, F around with whoever she wants, which makes sense. Like, I don't really know why, some people are obsessed with whoever women F around with. Like, that's not your business, but it's not what this is about. Anyways, they started screaming at each other, especially Bonang. She was screaming at the top of her lungs, like, hey, yo, yeah. And Louis was like, no. I can't repeat all that. Anyways, it was one of the biggest drama of the shows, and it ended up making Bonang leaving the show, because after that she didn't come on the show again. She was like, I'm leaving, I'm lifting this whole thing, I feel like I'm not appreciated here, blah 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 blah. And Kanye, we have Kanye, remember Kanye from season 1? She's in the season as well. She was like, I really feel like Bonang, it is her first time being with people like on the same level as her. She's used to be in the rooms when she's the most, most celebrity, most rich, and now she can't handle being in the same room with us, because we're not obsessed with her, we're not her fans, we're not simping about her. And it makes sense, because that's what Bonang portrayed it to be. I really wish she stayed on the show, but it is what it is. Let's move on to who? Annie, let's rewind a little bit back to season 1. When season 1 was starting, like, they were introducing themselves, of course, because some of them we didn't even know them. At least me, I didn't know some of them. And they were introducing themselves, like what they do and what countries they are from. And Annie was like, my name is Annie Dibia. I am this big actress in Nigeria, but she was complaining, but people, they minimize me as just Two-Face, Tubaba's wife. The man has too many names. And she was like, I really don't get it. Why do people just see me as Two-Face wife? I'm more than that. And I was like, wow, it makes sense. I really hope this season is an opportunity for you to, showcase who you really are, and people will stop, minimizing you as just a wife. And guess what? The whole season, season 1 and 2, the only thing Annie said was innocent this, innocent that, innocent this, innocent that, innocent. And I was like, can't you really see why people minimize you as just Innocent's wife, like Tubaba's wife, Two-Face's wife? It's because it's all you talk about. It's the only thing that comes out of your mind. Like, God, get a character, get an identity. Like, it's like she doesn't have an identity besides being Two-Face's wife, which she was complaining about. And I'm like, so the whole season, all she does this, I'm talking about season 2. The whole season, all she did was, defend her husband. Two-Face, he didn't cheat. Two-Face, Tubaba, he didn't cheat. Like, he's not cheating. Our marriage is happy. We're happily married. People be saying stuff about my marriage, like, give us a break. My kids. I was like, really? Can't you let the man defend himself? He's the one doing the cheating. Let him defend himself, because he's the one doing the cheating. You're not. And yeah, so this season as well, there was some rumors, going around that Tubaba, he impregnated their accountant, blah blah blah. And Tubaba, he was like, since there are rumors going around that I cheated, let me fly to South Africa. He was in Nigeria, I guess. Let me fly to South Africa. Let me go to Annie with the kids so he can see me and the kids' faces, to help her in her difficult times, and they organized the dinner. So on that dinner there was Tubaba, Annie, Andile, and Naked, DJ Naked, and his girlfriend Kaylee. They were, and Nadia as well. She was there as well, and they were, you know, talking, eating, and they started talking. Somehow they started talking about, you know, the cheatings and stuff. And Tubaba, the man himself, he started talking about how it is men's nature to cheat. Like you have someone you love, and then you have someone, you know, you cheat with. Like you can go around sleeping around, you know, effing around, and but there's someone you love. Like you make love to them, but you F around with some other people, and you still come back to the one you love. And we couldn't believe what we was. Nadia, she was like, excuse me, are you talking about yourself, or are you just talking about men in general? The man was like, that's what I believe in. Everyone was like, and Annie, she was right there sitting beside her husband, and she was like, excuse me babe, what are you talking about? She was embarrassed. If I tell you, she was she was embarrassed, and at some point she couldn't take it, and she just, you know, stood up and left. And everyone was like, Nadia, stop, Nadia, you are, you know, you are adding fuel to the fire. Nadia was like, I'm not the one talking. The man is saying stuff. The man is he's doing the talking. He's just, you know, saying whatever he believes in. I'm just asking questions just to, you know, to clarify. And I was like, yeah. Annie, all you do is defend your man. All you do, Annie, all you do is defend your husband. And look at what your husband is doing. He's doing the cheating and coming back and justifies the cheating, even to people, even to the whole world. Anyways, let's talk about Andile. So Andile, first of all, Andile is hot. Andile is a gentleman, but Andile is toxic. He is toxic because that word, not my word, his two baby mama's words. Everyone was like, what we had was toxic, what we had was toxic. Anyways, yeah, the man is toxic, but he has a great taste. Let's give it up. Let's give it to him. He has a great taste because, wow, he has two beautiful baby mamas who looks alike. I couldn't tell who is who until they were both like, I want him back, I don't know what's so great about him, because obviously it doesn't work. If it did, they would be together. They would be together with one of the baby mama, but they're not. Dile decides to invite his two baby mamas to Zari's birthday party, and the man tries and, you know, sit one baby mama here, another there, but they still manage to fight. They fight the whole birthday party, and they ruined it. What was supposed to be a birthday party, Zari's birthday party, it became, I don't know, I don't have the name for that. Yeah, anyways, moving on, there's a Naked and his girlfriend Kaylee. First of all, in season 1, the man treated his girlfriend like trash. Sorry to say that, but that's what he did. This season he was, you know, trying more to treat her well, and he couldn't when he tell me why. Like Kanye, as Zari said, Kanye is a snake, because whoever goes to Kanye for an advice for something, Kanye managed to get to his mind and mess things around. Because tell me why this man went to Kanye as his friend. He was like, I really want you to get me like a women's perspective. I like, as my friend, you know us, like I want to assure Kaylee that she's the one for me, blah 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 blah. And Kanye she was like, you know what, why don't you do a trailer proposal? A trailer proposal. What's that? And the man, he went ahead and did the trailer proposal as Kanye told him. Like a trailer proposal, a proposal which is not a proposal. Like a proposal to say if someone is going to say yes, or if I don't know what that is, but the man went ahead and did a trailer proposal. And Kaylee, she was confused. She was like, I guess I'm engaged. People were like, congratulations. I was like, thanks, I guess, because she didn't know what it was. Anyways, yeah, let's move on to Swanky. I feel like I never talked about him, but he's one of the people who went home after season 1, who went home and he was like, he watched the season after the season aired, season 1, and he was like, I should really step up my game about the drama, because season 1 Swanky, he was peaceful, this peaceful guy, you know, doing fashion, doing his catwalks, serving. But season 2, the man was fighting everyone in the season. The man was fighting drama, petty fight. I'm talking about petty fight, picking fights with everyone, shouting. Swanky. Oh, anyways, as usual, he served fashion, he served, you know, he was doing big designer things, because wow, fashion, wow. And every opportunity he gets, he does his catwalk. Whoa. And he's giant. Like, whenever he's in the room, whenever they film him, you know, making an entrance, the guy is a giant. Wow. Anyways, I feel like I talked a lot and I'm getting tired. I'm glad you watched. Thanks for watching. Thanks for tagging along. Let me know what I forgot about. Hey, hey, before I wrap this up, the guy Louis from Namibia, remember him? They bullied him. Like, I can't wrap this up without talking about that. The guy, they bullied him every opportunity they got. They bullied him. But somehow, but I wasn't really feeling sorry for him, because when he was introducing himself, because he was new to the show, like to season 2, he was one of the new faces, so he had to introduce himself. When he was introducing himself, you know what he said? He was portraying himself, presenting himself to be a baddie, like a bad guy, you know. When I entered the room, the guys, you know, when I entered the room, blah, 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 and I was like, yeah, okay, we got a baddie. And guess what? He wasn't anything near a baddie. Because if he was a baddie, they wouldn't have bullied him like that. They bullied the guy to the point, especially Swanky. He bullied him. He was fighting him so bad that to the point he even made a t-shirt for the guy. I was like, whoa, what is this? What is this? What? Whoa. Hey. Anyways, let me wrap this here. So thank you so much for watching. I will see you in my next video. Bye bye.